Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 12 cookies from Last Crumb. I want to thank Adrian for telling me about this cookie company. They were born in LA, but I had never heard of this cookie company, and Adrian mentioned them to me, and I was like, okay, I'll look them up. So we ordered these 12 cookies on Monday, and they were mailed to us on Wednesday, and today's Thursday, and they were delivered to me Thursday. So that's how quick the turnaround was. So there are 12 cookies, like I said. Last Crumb, born in Los Angeles, members only cookies. Oh, okay, a box in a box. Okay, let's see. Scoot that out of the way. It says, open the damn box. Okay, Last Crumb. So, ooh, fancy. Lift up to secure the goods. Okay. We get some like frosting or something. Okay. So we have Dazzle Me Darling. It's chocolate covered strawberries. Creme de la Crumb, cookies and cream. This one is We're On to You, Doughboy. It's a cinnamon roll. Ooh. So it's giving you instructions on that. Microwave it. Florida man. Key lime pie. This is called the Sack Lunch. Peanut butter and jelly. Can't wait for that. Chocolate chip. Have your churro and eat it too. Churro. What's up, Doc? Is carrot cake. Stifler's mom is apple pie. Yeah, you get that? Okay. Basic white girl is pumpkin spice latte. I love it. Okay. This one, the Queen of Sheba, is pistachio. Oh, this one's supposed to be with that one. Okay. Add a dollop of pistachio cream before each bite. So that's what that is. And then Nutella Heist is Nutella s'mores. Okay, and so this book, gosh, this is literally a book. Like a book. Last Crumb, members only platinum collection. Okay, so what do we see here? Okay, we get it, you're excited, who wouldn't be? And then, okay, so it's going on into talking about the cookies, which I will read this. Set out 3 cookies. That's what I plan to do. I plan on, like Kevin and I are going to do like 3 at a time, because I do believe you're probably supposed to warm these up a little bit, but we'll see. I will tell you exactly what we're going to do when we decide to do it. So this is just talking more about the cookies. So this is telling you exactly what you get in your collections. Meet the cookies before you eat the cookies. It says, sheesh, slow down there, buddy. At least buy us dinner first. So it's telling you exactly, it's showing you the picture and telling you what they are. And then these are literally just talking about the cookies and probably how they're made. So I will definitely look through that. Really nice color pictures in this book though. And so this will be good for us because as we're trying them, we can give you a description of each one. But they are, each one is, it's a hefty cookie. I don't know how much these weigh. Let's see, 4.5 ounces is this one. So I wonder if they're all the same. Churro is 4.5 ounces. So these are 4.5 ounce cookies. So we're ready to try. This is cookie number 13, Dazzle Me Darling, chocolate covered strawberries. And if you look on the back of the packaging, it gives you the ingredients. It also gives you a long story here. And it tells you, it says remove from packaging for warm cookies, microwave for 15 seconds or in the oven at 350 for 3 to 5 minutes. Recommended cut in fourths for sharing. So we are going to be heating this for 15 seconds in the microwave. But I want to show you what it looks like up close. So that is number 13. We're going to do 3 at a time. That way when we heat them up, they'll still be warm when we get them. If we're gonna, we're gonna do one at a time in the microwave, but groups of 3. This is called Creme de la Crumb Cookies and Cream, and this one has the exact same directions. So you can see the crumb on that. And I will give a description of each one of these when we get over to the table and before we give them a try. This one is, we're on to you, Doughboy. And it is a cinnamon roll. And let me see if it's, yes, were the other ones 15 seconds? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what you want to do is, it does give you directions on this piece of paper. You take it out, here's your cinnamon roll. But it says, remove cookie from bag, place on microwave safe container, microwave cookies for 15 seconds, frost cookie with cream cheese icing, and then eat. So this is your cream cheese frosting. So we will definitely be frosting that. We'll get these in the microwave and we'll be right back. Each of these have been heated in the microwave, and I'm going to go ahead and get the frosting on the cinnamon roll. Still have some left. But mine is not as nice as theirs because it just the way it came out.
Yeah, the holes I think is a little smaller. So.
Yes. So I'm going to open these for you here so that we can see the center. Now this has strawberry on the inside. Chocolate covered strawberry. And so that,
melty.
It's very, very melty. So we're gonna, yeah. That is what that looks like. You can't really, it's hard to see the strawberry. So there is strawberry there, but it's so dark that it's just hard to see. Okay, now this is the cookies and cream. I can hear the crispiness of that, the crunch. That's what that looks like. And then we'll go ahead and do the cinnamon roll as well. Why not? In case you want to see the center of that. And there is that. They're gooey, so it's not easy to pick them up because they're gooey. So we're gonna go in the numerical order. So 13 was our first cookie. So this is chocolate covered strawberry, dark cocoa powder, semi-sweet chocolate chips, milk chocolate, fresh strawberry preserve filling, chocolate ganache filling with a dark chocolate shell, and vanilla drizzle.
It kind of looks like a big chocolate covered strawberry. Good.
Oh, okay. Here we go. And it is
melty.
Yes, 15 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for this one at least, it really made it like almost goopy.
We're using a fork. You couldn't pick it up.
No, the outside's even very soft.
It's very, for those of you who do not like a raw cookie feel,
yeah, you would hate this.
You would hate it. So if you get this, I would not recommend heating it for those people, because it literally feels like you have prepared a cake batter and you're eating it straight out of the bowl, which I have no problem with.
It's like liquid chocolate. Is really what it's like to me.
It's a deep chocolate flavor, but it's not bitter at all. You do get the hints of strawberry, little punches of strawberry.
I'm surprised the strawberry is not stronger. Because it's supposed to be chocolate covered strawberry. I don't really get a really strong strawberry flavor.
I do get strawberry.
I do get it,
but it's not like the whole center is just filled with strawberry.
Yeah, it's not like that.
It's just like they've added it here and there, so you're just getting little hints of it. It's mainly, though, it reminds me of a dark chocolate cake batter is what it tastes like to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the next one is the cookies and cream. It is, and I want to show you something too. Oreos, Oreo Filling, semi-sweet chocolate chips, layers of vanilla buttercream, and Oreo Crumble. So I picked up this bag that it came in, and I thought, that feels crunchy on the bottom. Well, it's because there's tons of crumbs, and I didn't want to pour them out on the plate because it would look messy for the picture. And so I left them in the bag, but just know you can add more crumbs to it later if you want to. Okay, so layers of buttercream. That sounds really good. I wonder if you could have picked this one up because it feels a little denser.
I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah, you want to lean over that one.
That, I like the texture of it very much. It's very, it's ooey gooey, but then you do get the texture of the crumbs themselves.
And the bottom of it has like a firmer like layer that you're actually biting into, like an actual cookie layer, and everything else is kind of soft.
Yes, the buttercream adds that's where I think all your sweetness is coming from. Because if you've ever had an Oreo, Oreos have a little bit of bite to them, you know, the dark chocolate flavor. So that those layers of buttercream really do add a sweetness to it that I don't think you would have otherwise.
Take it over there.
I could probably pick that up.
I picked mine up.
Okay, we go.
I think it's good. It does remind you of cookies and cream for sure. It has that darker chocolate cookie flavor with a very good sweet vanilla cream. Yeah, it's good. It definitely reminds you of cookies and cream for sure.
Right.
I like the texture. I like that firmer bottom layer with a softer, mushier top layer. I like that.
You know what? I wanted to do something for this video as we went along and I forgot. So if you don't mind backtracking, out of the first one, out of 5, what would you rate this cookie?
Honestly, since I didn't taste the strawberry, probably it's a really good chocolate cookie. But I didn't get strawberry really much at all. So I'm going to give it, like, honestly, a 2.
A 2? I was going to give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So we'll on our next, we'll remember that and we'll put it down on our paper. We'll write it down. So I'm going to give this one a 3.
It could go 3 because it really is a really, really good chocolate cookie, but it doesn't come through as what they say it is. That's the reason. And I ding companies for that, because if you're going to say it's got something in it, I should really taste it.
Okay, the cookies and cream, out of 5, what are you giving that?
3.5.
I'll go with that. 3.5.
Yeah.
That's a good score out of 5.
It's better than average.
It's 3.5. That's fine. Okay, now.
This one looks good. It smells really good.
Now, I want to tell you that I only used like half of what they gave me.
It's pretty well covered.
So, I mean, honestly, if I had thought about it, I could have just unscrewed this and just
poured it.
Just poured it out. I literally didn't think of that until I just picked it up off the table. But there is half left. So if you want to add more, you can. They give you plenty. I like that. Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll with a vanilla bean cream cheese icing. Yeah, we could probably pick this one up.
I like this. It's actually in a swirl. It sounds good. I like the glaze too. The little frosting.
The texture is so different. I love the texture. It's different than, and it's so very, very sweet.
I like that one. That's more what you would consider a cookie. Because the first two really, the first one didn't even have the texture of a cookie. It was like melted chocolate ball. The second one had a cookie layer. This one, the whole thing is more cookie-like. I like that.
I wanted to finish my part.
And then the other half too. That was really good. I do like that. I think the texture is the best thing about it, because it has that kind of gritty, brown, sugary kind of texture. And then you get a really good, strong sugar and cinnamon flavor. And the cinnamon doesn't taste, I mean, it's raw cinnamon. You can tell it's powdered cinnamon, but it's offset really well by the sweetness. It's a nice flavor.
For me, what makes that different than, you're probably like, well, what makes that different than any other cinnamon roll cookie or cinnamon rolls that you get out of the roll and just make them yourself in the oven? It is that texture. It literally feels like, first of all, it's ultra sweet, like Kevin said, but it's a great balance of cinnamon and sugar too. I mean, really terrific tasting cinnamon. But it is like you're getting a thin crust over the whole thing of sugar. So when you put it in your mouth, you get that texture of that gritty sugar texture. And then you get everything else. And because we heated it, it is warm and gooey. To me, I'm going to give that one a 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay,
Yeah,
solid 5.
It's got flavor, it's got texture, it's got everything.
Yeah, so that one is absolutely. And just think, if we had dumped the rest of this on,
you could have. It would have been over the top.
You didn't need it though.
No.
You didn't need it. So now we're going to show you the next 3. So the next one we're going to try is Florida Man, which I absolutely love the name of this. So it is a key lime pie. And if you don't know what a Florida Man is, you always hear stories about a Florida Man, and usually it's followed by something crazy that he's done. So that is a marshmallow, but we'll talk about it in a minute. These you heat up, I'm pretty sure you heat up for 15 seconds for the key lime pie. And then we have What's Up Doc, which is carrot cake. And if you don't know that reference, that's Bugs Bunny. What's Up Doc?
Old school reference.
Old school reference, yep. But we're old school. Okay. Or just old, whatever. Have your churro and eat it too. This is a churro. There we go. Okay. So this is our Florida Man key lime pie. Wow, look at that. That is so soft. Oh my gosh. Look at the marshmallow. Okay, I cannot pick that up. I'm just gonna hold it like this.
That's good enough.
There we go. And now I don't want to waste any of this marshmallow, so Lord forbid I wipe my, well, it's gonna have to be done. I'm just gonna have to wipe it off. Okay, because I don't want it to go on to the carrot cake. Okay, so now we have our carrot cake. What's up, Doc? Okay, and this one, let's see, I'll try to show you this side. There we go. You could see it's stuffed. Looks like there's some nut in there. Usually you get nuts in carrot cake, so that is what I would expect. And then this one is going to be your churro. And it looks like it's stuffed with something. And show you how this one looks. There we go. That's how it looks from the side. We have our key lime pie.
Let me just say, these all get very goopy when you heat them up.
They do. They do. Yeah, so if like I said, if you're not that person,
you don't want a goopy cookie, don't heat them up.
Eat them straight out of the box, yeah. Key lime pie is key lime juice, key lime zest, key lime pudding, key lime extract, sweetened condensed milk, white chocolate, graham cracker crust, and marshmallow.
It's a very sticky marshmallow too, go ahead.
Okay. I'm wondering, should I get just the marshmallow or should I get just the cookie?
Get a little bit of everything. That marshmallow, you get it anywhere and it's sticky. Your lips, your fingers. Anyway, they did a good job of representing that key lime flavor.
Trying to clean my fork off. Okay, now that I've eaten the marshmallow, I want just the cookie.
Right, with that crust. It does have a nice graham cracker crust on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. You get it stuck. The crust, it has a nice flavor, but since we heated it up, it's not like a crispy
It's
crust.
softer.
And I'll tell you what.
I think that key lime's in that marshmallow.
with all the mention of key lime, it's not overpowering. It is, it's more than a hint, but it's not like a full-on piece of key lime pie. I don't think it's as strong as a piece of key lime pie.
No, the marshmallows were a lot of the flavor.
It's a lighter key lime pie, but then again, you wouldn't want it to be overpowering. It's just very, very light.
I think they did a good job of replicating the flavor. It's not a super strong, because key lime's like punchy in the mouth kind of flavor.
And this is not, I do
that
not
kind
think
of
this is punchy. For
No.
all that, you know, I felt like in Forrest Gump, shrimp Creole and shrimp kebab,
Right.
and I felt like that's saying the key lime. For all the juice, the zest, the pudding, the extract, you know, I was thinking it was going to be pow, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's just, honestly, it's there, but it's not going to blow you away.
No.
I'm going to give that cookie 2.5
I agree.
out of 5.
I would agree with you.
Really?
Yeah.
I brought a pen so I can write it down.
I like it.
You really want to give it a 2.5?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I just don't think they brought the flavor.
I don't either. And
The texture's really good. I like the texture. The crust does get a little soggy, at least when you heat them
When
up
you heat
in the
it up, it
microwave.
does,
And it may
yeah.
be soggy when you don't do that, but it's a little soft. It doesn't have that crunch.
the thing is they're people are probably saying, well, you don't have to heat it up, but they're supposed to be best heated up, and they encourage you to heat them up, so that's why we're heating them up. And why wouldn't you want a warm cookie? Okay, so the next one is carrot cake. Kevin and I love carrot cake.
I do like carrot cake.
Carrots.
I don't like carrots, but I like carrot cake.
I know, he's weird. I like carrots and carrot cake. So this has, guess what?
Carrots.
It has carrots,
And cake.
carrots, pineapple, toffeed walnuts, spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, stuff like that, golden raisins, orange zested cream cheese frosting, and they also included ground speculoos cookie in there. Okay, it's hard to tell where to even take a...
Yeah, you can have the other half of mine. I love the crust on the top. It's not like crunchy crust, but it gives you a little bit of different texture. I like that one a lot. It has the nuts in it make a huge difference.
Yes, they're actually, they're candied walnuts. They're toffeed walnuts is what they are.
So they're crunchy.
That adds a whole lot to the flavor.
Yeah,
That right there.
yeah, I really, and the texture of the walnuts. As you're eating it, it really adds a lot of texture. It's not just a soft cookie. Because overall, these cookies are pretty. When you heat them up, they're very, very soft. And there's a lot of. If you look at that, the cookie's only on the very bottom layer. Then
Yes.
they've got like a pile of it looks like frosting, and then a crumb on top. So the cookie is only about that thick, probably, on the bottom.
I got another walnut.
Yeah. Oh, I got like 2 of the bite I took. That's really good.
You know, it doesn't taste, honestly, like any carrot cake I've ever had.
No.
And I think the difference is the walnuts. Probably that ground speculoos cookie, too,
That makes a
is making a difference. The spices are... it's a little bit different balance of spices than what I've had before.
It comes across to me just a touch of bitter aftertaste, but
I like it very, very much. I just think they used a different, like I said, a different balance of spices than what I'm used to. I think it's delicious, though. I would give this, I have a number in my mind.
I do too, but
I'm going to give it a 4.
that's what I was going to say too.
You're lying.
No, exactly what I was going to say.
There we go.
Shut up.
Okay, we're
No,
both
that's
going to
what I
give
was
that
gonna
one a 4. 4 out of 5.
Because the balance, the spices, after I've eaten the bite I took, it was it left a little spicy, like bitterness.
I tell you what, the flavor
very good,
that
though.
stands out the most to me, and still, is the walnut, and I love it.
And the
Absolutely
spices.
love
Walnut
it.
and the spices.
I think it's terrific. Even though we're not giving it a 5, we're giving it a 4 out of 5. That's a
too
great
good.
rating, I
Yeah.
think. Okay. Last one right here is the churro, and this is number 18 churro. Cinnamon, sugar, and butter filled with a dulce de leche cream filling.
That one has like a chewiness to it.
That tastes coffee.
I do taste a little bit of coffee. I agree with you. This got like a jelly in there. I'm assuming it's the caramel kind of section.
It doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like cappuccino.
Yeah.
It tastes like cappuccino.
But the squishy part, what'd you say it was? The
dulce de leche.
Yeah, it kind of reminds you of like if you ever had a pecan pie and you get the jelly kind of part, the gelled filling in a pecan pie. That's kind of the texture you get.
It's chewy on the edges.
It's very, very chewy.
Mm-hmm. So
I don't mind that, but I don't really get a lot of like churro. I associate with first of all deep fried, but second cinnamon. Mm-hmm. I don't really get cinnamon with that.
Well, the as far as the texture goes, the outside is here.
I wanted just the very, very edge.
The outside is chewy. Mm-hmm. The inside is ooey gooey. So again, if you don't like that, don't heat it up. Very ooey gooey.
If you eat just the outside, it does have that fried kind of flavor.
It to me tastes like mainly like more like cappuccino and less like a churro.
I agree, it does have a coffee-like flavor.
Yeah, it does not. Honestly, it's not a traditional churro, a flavor, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's very, very good. I just wouldn't want you to order that and expect, oh, I'm just going to taste cinnamon and sugar, because you are going to be able to taste that cappuccino in it.
I agree. Churros are supposed to be a little chewy, not chewy, but a little chewy, and these replicate that very well.
And you would think the dulce de leche, you would think that would be like, take it like over the top sweet. Mm-mm. It didn't. No. It's a really nice, pleasant sweetness, but it's not going to like blow you away. No. You know, it's not too much. It's not too much sweetness.
It's good. It's a good cookie. It's not a blow me away cookie, but it's a good cookie.
I think you and I are going to differ on this one, the rating for this one, because I do like this one. But like, if I could go in, like if they had a store and you could go in and order it again, would I order it again? So far there are other ones I'd rather have.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still good. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
No, you're higher than me.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3, okay. Well, I thought about that. So you're going to give it a 3, and I'm going to say 3.5.
It's just, if they'd added more cinnamon to that, I may have liked it better.
It's not churro.
It doesn't come across as the churros that I know. Like.
Yes, that's the thing, is it's not churro. So
I do like the texture, and I do like the flavor. It's just not kind of like the strawberry one, which is not what it says it is.
Right. Okay. So we'll be back with 3 more. So now we're going to be trying the chocolate chip. And that is that one. And we have the sack lunch. Ooh, this is peanut butter and jelly. This, out of all the cookies, out of all the cookies, this is the one that I'm most excited about. It's very soft. So I can imagine that's going to get even softer in the microwave. Mm. That looks really good. And then Stifler's Mom, which is apple pie. So if you've never seen the movie American Pie, you're probably wondering, where did that come from? That comes from the movie American Pie. We've heated it up, so here's the chocolate chip. And it puffed up a little bit in the center, which I find interesting. So this is, it looks like you have milk chocolate and dark chocolate in there. Or semi-sweet, probably. And now we have the PB&J. Oh, this is incredibly soft, just like I thought it would be. And that's that one. And then the apple pie. I can't even pick that up, or it's gonna ooze if I move it. There we go. Lots of, it feels like apple in there. I can feel the resistance on the knife. Okay, so we're gonna be trying the chocolate chip first. This is number 19 chocolate chip. Milk and dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate calettes, whole vanilla beans, and vanilla sea salt. So if you're wondering, what are calettes? Calettes are chocolate morsels designed specifically for melting rather than baking. So that's what so there's milk and dark chocolate, or milk and semi-sweet.
Good.
Okay. Let's see.
Dig in. Tell you what, you heat them up, they get very squishy.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely get the sea salt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to have a little salt in a chocolate chip cookie.
Yes.
Make it good.
Yes. I want an edge.
I was going to try that too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got a little bit of an edge.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those big chips.
It is a delicious chocolate chip cookie. It, the sea salt again is terrific. It's one of the main things you taste is the sea salt, but the chocolate is also absolutely delicious. It is that milk chocolate is very it's not creamy, but it's nicely melted.
It's a melty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
almost liquid.
Yes, it is, but it has a terrific
It's a good flavor.
chocolate flavor. I really do like that.
It is a super well stuffed cookie.
Yes.
There's not a lot of cookie. There's a lot of stuffing.
Yeah. Well, with most of these we've tried, it's been more about the stuffing than the actual cookie itself.
Yeah, the cookie on the outside, while it's crisp and it has a good
Mm-hmm.
flavor and a good texture to it, when you get the edges are really thick, but then when you get the stuffed part, they're kind of, the cookie part is kind of thin,
Mm-hmm.
which it's just different than most other cookies. Because when you think cookies, you're thinking cookie, not the stuffing, but they're very well stuffed.
So
They've got the stuffing down pat.
what are you rating that?
I'd give that one a 4.
I'd give it a 4 too.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 and
So
4. Okay.
We're pretty close on all these.
Now we have peanut butter and jelly, number 20. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter dough, strawberry jam, Reese's chips, and peanut crumble. And you see that the peanuts is
you
literally
actually get peanuts.
Okay.
You go in with whatever. There's a bigger hunk of strawberry or a big jelly.
Well, I've got it right here.
There's plenty.
Love the peanuts. I'm glad they added the peanuts. The peanuts give it some texture on top.
So you're not no mistaken that's a peanut butter cookie.
No, I love it. I think it's wonderful. I'm gonna finish my piece.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very, very, very soft.
Yeah, it's one of those almost partially baked kind of textures.
It like when you're buying the roll of cookie dough, a refrigerated cookie dough, if you were to leave that out and let it get to room temperature, that same texture is pretty much the same texture of this. It's like it's not even been baked yet, but I do think it's a delicious cookie. Like I said, I'm glad they put the peanuts on top. The strawberry, you taste the strawberry, but it's not like it's a powerful, it's not like raspberry where you get a punch.
No, it's a lighter flavor.
Yeah, it is light, and it's secondary to the peanut butter. But it's a good peanut butter. I like the peanut, whatever peanut butter they used, I like it.
Yeah,
it's
good.
sweet.
It's a good cookie.
It has some a little bit of, it's not sea salt, but I still think you taste salt.
Yeah, like you would in a peanut butter.
Yes. So what are you giving that one?
I give that a 4.5.
I'm telling you, we're on the same page. If I were to hold up signs over here, we would be guessing the same numbers.
If the strawberry had been a little stronger, I probably would have given it a 5. You can't beat the texture of that though.
I don't necessarily taste Reese's. That's
no, I mean, but that I'm sure contributes to that peanut butter.
Exactly, I'm sure that's what makes the peanut butter so delicious. The next one is apple pie. This is number 21. Oatmeal, toffee bits, apple pie stuffing, granola, and brown butter crumble.
I don't see the brown. I guess that's some of that gooey part in the middle there. It's the brown butter topping. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Because that center part is so kind of like gooey. I like a good oatmeal though.
I love that.
Definitely reminds you of apple pie.
Yes, but I like it that they used the oatmeal because oatmeal and apple goes really, really well together. And this all goes well together. So you're not
the
getting
spices and everything.
Yes, so you're not getting like in a traditional apple pie, you would get that flaky crust. You don't have that with this.
No.
It's denser because of those, especially around the outside. It's much denser because it has the oats. But then it's a good dense. I'm not saying that
it's dense, but still very soft because it's warm.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
it's just
not
kind
in a bad way.
Oats are kind of close and dense anyway.
But the apple comes through. That flavor really comes through. It tastes like a brown sugar.
Brown sugar and cinnamon apple.
Yeah,
exactly
that's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
But it's. I think it's delicious.
Yeah, the spices go really well with the apple and the oatmeal. Texture's really nice. Yeah, that's just really nice.
Okay, so think of your number.
Okay.
I think I do too.
4.5 for that one.
I swear we should have paddles so that you all would believe us, because I know you wouldn't believe. They're not really getting yes. Yeah, that's just me and Kevin. That's just how it goes.
I would actually edge that one. I would edge the apple above the peanut butter just slightly.
Oh, really? Now, see, I still
it's still
like,
4.5.
I still like the peanut butter more.
And see, I like that one just a little bit more.
But that's typical because I'm such a peanut butter lover.
And I love apple.
Kevin's such yeah, so that's just typical. Now we have our final 3 cookies. This is called Basic White Girl, and it is a pumpkin spice latte. So I understand why they call it that, definitely. Okay, and this is a big...
It's a hefty cookie.
Hefty cookie, yes. And then we have... This one is a pistachio, and so you get this syringe with it. It's called the Queen of Sheba, and it's pistachio. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take your syringe after you've heated your cookie, and you put a little dollop on each piece. So you don't squirt it over the top. It goes on each piece. So we will not be adding this until we go to the table and get our piece. And then, the very last one, I'm excited, Nutella Heist, and it's Nutella s'mores. Let's see. Ah, look at that. Looks like there's a big marshmallow in the center. So, pumpkin spice latte. There's your center. Lots of gooiness going on. And then your pistachio. Lots of pistachio down there at the bottom of that in the center. I don't know if you could see that or not. And then Nutella Heist. And this one clearly has marshmallow. Right there. Number 22, Pumpkin Spice Latte. Pumpkin dough, vanilla, sugar, cinnamon, spice, and a cappuccino cream cheese. That sounds interesting.
So that's what the filling is like a cream cheese. Go for it.
Okay.
Very fluffy.
It's funny because when you cut them in half, the flavor, I mean the aroma, you smell that. It's
There's a nice pumpkin spice flavor.
It's very heavy on the nutmeg, I feel like. I feel like the nutmeg is the strongest flavor you're getting in there.
Yeah, I agree.
It is a soft cookie.
I like it. It's kind of got a little bit of a chew to it.
It's a little bit chewy. I wouldn't say it's my favorite pumpkin spice flavor.
It's a good pumpkin spice. I think if you like pumpkin spice and
Yes.
that's like you're mad about pumpkin spice, I think you'll like it. But
yeah.
it is a little strong.
Yeah.
They brought the pumpkin spice.
They did. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not my favorite cookie. I feel like we've had a lot of pumpkin spice. And it's not like it's bad or anything. It's just not my favorite.
Right.
So my number's probably going to be different.
Maybe.
I do like the texture of it. It is very, very soft. But that outer edge is where you get a little bit of that chew. So I do like that. I'll give it a 3. Middle of the road.
3.5. So.
Okay. I think that's fair. So you've got 3.5 and I've got 3. Okay, pistachio. Whole, crushed, and roasted pistachios. Pistachio paste, pistachio cream pipette. That's what you get in here is pistachio cream. White chocolate and dark chocolate. That's your pistachio. And like I said, you're supposed to put some of this on each.
Yeah, so before you take a bite, put a piece on it.
Okay.
A little stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to hit me? Hit me. Hit me.
The little lid you take off.
Okay.
You like pistachio pretty well, so.
Yeah, but I don't want you to drown it. That's good. That's good. Good.
Well, you didn't use hardly any. Well, you know, I really don't love pistachios, so. I'd say you could have used more than what I gave you. But making sure it doesn't fall off before.
I have thoughts. I have definite thoughts.
No.
If I was blindfolded, I would never have said that was a pistachio cookie.
I'm glad you agree.
You agree?
Oh, yeah.
It does not taste. So we did the Forrest Gump again. We did the whole pistachio, crust pistachio, roasted pistachio, pistachio paste, pistachio cream, shrimp creole, shrimp kebab. We've done it all. And it does not taste like pistachio. It's the chocolate. It tastes like a delicious, ooey gooey, melty chocolate cookie is what that tastes like. I just did not get the pistachio.
I tried some with just the cookie part, without the chocolate, and quite a bit of the cream. I still don't taste pistachio.
The paste?
Yeah, like right. Well, that's a good idea. I don't know if you get a lot that way either. It's just not a strong flavor. And pistachios for me are very, very strong.
You get it. It's delicious. The paste is delicious. It has that.
So you'd really have to use a lot of that.
You'd have to use a ton. It has a terrific, that nutty, that very earthy green pistachio flavor that Kevin's not crazy about anyway. So Kevin, you probably love this cookie then because it doesn't taste like pistachio.
I like it, but I would never rate it high enough because it's supposed to be pistachio and it doesn't taste like that. So, and trust me, I'm like Ashley with lettuce and a salad and a hamburger. I can taste pistachio in pretty much anything. I don't taste it.
If they leave one piece of lettuce, if they accidentally leave one piece in the box, Ashley, our daughter, will know it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm like that with pistachio, and I don't really get it.
This is really nice, though. There's some sweetness there with that earthy pistachio flavor.
Maybe they tried to make it safe and cut it down a little bit, play it down.
It didn't seem like it from what they said, but
I don't know.
I do like it for a nice chocolate cookie.
Oh yeah, it's an excellent texture and everything. And the flavor's even really good. It's just not pistachio.
I'm gonna give it a 4, and I know you'll probably give it lower. 3, okay. And honestly, I'm giving it a 4 just because I do like that general cookie with the dough with the chocolate. But if I was literally just rating it on whether it's pistachio or not, it wouldn't have even rated because it's literally not on
I agree.
Okay. Last one. Nutella s'mores. Nutella, milk chocolate, graham crackers, marshmallows, and a praline feuilletine A feuilletine, if you're wondering what in the world is that, I looked it up. It is a crispy wafers that give the cake base its crunchy texture. They're made by mixing together equal parts of egg whites, flour, icing, sugar, and butter, and baking it in the oven until it's golden brown.
So kind of like a meringue, kind of.
So it gives the cake base a crunchy texture. So here we go. All right, I want to get in that middle part because that is where we saw the Nutella.
Their marshmallow is so sticky.
It's very sticky.
That you got to be careful not to pull the whole thing off.
Yes.
With your fork. And I can't imagine picking these up and eating them because they're so gooey. I took a big bite.
I did too. I'm disappointed with the Nutella because
you barely taste it.
Yeah, it's I think because they put so much marshmallow
and chocolate. The chocolate's pretty strong.
And very little. There's not a lot of Nutella in there. There's definitely not enough Nutella for me. I would have rather them not put the marshmallow on it at all and give me more Nutella.
It's got like a chewy texture to it, so I like the texture of it. It's kind of like a soft, chewy texture on the cookie itself. Mm-hmm. It looks like it's stuffed with Nutella, but yeah, you just don't really taste it much. The outside part's very, very chewy.
Well,
and then the inside part's kind of gooey.
When we cut it in half and I showed you, you could very clearly see there was Nutella, but it was only like in that center part. So you're not getting much to begin with. So I'm not losing my mind. I do not think they put much Nutella in it.
Looks like they put a blob in the middle, right underneath the marshmallow.
I would not know that was a Nutella cookie.
No, because that hazelnut should really be coming through, and it's not. Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a s'mores.
A little bit. I don't think the marshmallow is very strong. It doesn't have that toasty marshmallow kind of flavor.
No,
toasty sugar flavor. It's more just chocolate.
Yeah.
More chocolate than anything.
This one,
I feel about like this one like I do that pistachio one.
Yeah.
It's a 3 for me.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3. I'm kind of, yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's not bad.
So
it's
good.
A cookie. You know, it's a cookie.
Yeah, it looked really, really good though.
Okay.
Out of these 3, I actually like the pumpkin spice better than you.
I'm going to say the pistachio, but it doesn't taste like pistachio. No. Okay. The one that you rated the lowest was the chocolate covered strawberry.
Yeah, because it didn't taste like anything like a strawberry.
The one that I rated the lowest was that one just now.
That one and this one. And the strawberry.
And pumpkin spice latte. And I gave all those a 3. I did not go below 3.
Yeah, I gave that one a 2 just because it was a good chocolate cookie, but that was it.
So, wait. Wrong. I didn't see this.
Oh, yeah, you give that one.
Wrong. Key lime pie. I gave a 2.5. So that
I did
was
as well.
So that was the other one that's like key lime juice, key lime zest, key lime, and you couldn't taste it. So it's funny the ones that have all that stuff.
It was there. You could taste the lime, but it wasn't key lime. It wasn't as strong as a key lime.
It didn't have a zippy flavor.
It wasn't
zing. So key lime pie was my least favorite.
Yeah, but we tied for that one.
Okay, we both gave one cookie a 5 out of 5. Mm-hmm. And it was a cinnamon roll.
That cinnamon roll is pretty daggone good.
That cinnamon roll was excellent. I would eat that cinnamon roll right now if it was right here.
It was very, very good.
It was delicious. So what I haven't told you.
And we have a few 4.5s here and there.
What I haven't told you is I don't think I told you about the process. What you have to do is these cookies are released once a week. So for me, and I'm assuming it's this way all the time, it was on Monday, and there's going to be a time difference, of course, because we're on the east. They're located in California. So for me, it was 3 p.m. So for them, it would be, 12? Mm-hmm. It would be noon. The cookies came online at 3 p.m. for me on Monday. And you need to have already really made up your mind whether you're going to get them or not, because they sell out. They'll sell out. And you get what you get. So you don't get a choice of like, okay, I want 2 of the key lime and 5 of the peanut butter. You get 12
individual different
cookies, and that's what you get. When I got my cookies, the only collection, there are 2 collections right now. The only collection that was available to me was the premium limited collection. They have another collection called the core collection, and that would be flavors number 1 through number 12. So if you're wondering why did they start with 13, those, when I went to click, that did not pop up for me at all.
Wasn't an option.
Yeah, it wasn't an option. I find their website to be a little bit confusing. It's all flashy and stuff like that, and that's
it's marketing on it.
It's
marketing.
For me, I would rather it be clean.
Basic website.
And yeah, that's just the truth. But anyway, so the core collection, if you are able to get that, is $140
for 12 cookies.
For 12 cookies. I paid $160 for these 12 cookies that you just saw. Plus, I had to pay $15 shipping. So my total for these 12 cookies was $175. That's how much I paid. I want to make sure I tell you everything. Oh, okay. So now that I'm like, once I had paid for my, like the payment had gone through and everything for these 12 cookies, then I was able to, they sent me emails. They're really good about updating you with emails. But I was able to go to their website and sign up for future emails. And it also says you don't have to wait for cookies. So I was able, if I had wanted to, immediately go right back on that website and buy number 1 through number 12 for $140. I could have right then, because they were still available. The turnaround time was really quick for me, and I could have done it, but like there was no way. I had just spent $175.
And we hadn't tasted them yet.
And yeah, we didn't know if they were good. And you're talking about $140 plus $15 for shipping. I'm assuming it's the same shipping. So their website is lastcrumb.com. And I know you're going to ask me, were they worth $175? I'm going to be very honest with you. To me, they were not at all.
No. I mean, they do a good job on filling them. They stuff them very well. If they had all been 4.5s and 5s, I would have said, hey, if you got the money, go for it.
If they had tasted like what they said they were supposed to taste like.
And it's just, there was some, I mean, there was more than a few that fell at the 3 average mark.
Just mediocre. Just regular cookies.
Yeah, something you could
not a $13 cookie.
No,
it's
something
like,
you could buy at Kroger Bakery, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's like it's a good cookie, but it's not a $13 cookie.
Right, exactly.
You know,
and so we
there's a
rated,
difference.
when we were looking at each one of these, I rated them 100% on flavor, not even thinking about
not
cost.
the price. No, not the price at all.
Then you apply the cost on top of that, and you're like, it's just, I couldn't in good conscience say, go out and spend your money on this. I just think they're way too overpriced.
I do too. And I think people they're paying this much because there is a hype of these will sell out and you've got to get them. And it's kind of
fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. Yeah, they're playing on those emotions. And they're also spending a lot of money on the box.
Packaging.
The packaging, the book, that color book, which you don't need at all.
No, because it says the exact same thing on the back of these wrappers. These wrappers have a story and a description on it.
Exactly.
All this is exactly what's in the book.
So you do not need that book at all.
No.
So I don't know how much money they spent on that book, but it is completely unnecessary. The box is nice. I do like how it came all the way from California. California, and they didn't move.
No, they were perfect.
They were perfect. They didn't crack. They didn't jostle around like you get cookies from some companies, and they're like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Yeah, broken in two. And
I do like that, but I think there's probably a less expensive way to do it. But I do think this company is playing on your fear of missing out, those emotions. And they also say that these it's like a 3-day process. I don't know why it would be a 3-day process.
Rise time and filling.
I do not know.
I mean, they got the marketing down pat. I mean, they know what they're doing as far as the marketing. Yeah. And I think they know what they're doing for cookies, because you don't get cookies that are stuffed like this that actually hold together and that have that texture. Mm-hmm. So I think they do a good job. I just think for the money,
I think it's too expensive.
Yeah,
way too expensive.
I mean, if you were to cut that even down a third, I might be able to stomach it better, but not at the cost it is right now. So
will I go back and order 1 through 12? I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know. I would only be doing it like this video. I bought these for you all. I mean, it's not something
to let you know about them.
To let you know about them. It's not something that I would have ever done before, ever. Spend $175. I mean, that's crazy to me to spend that much money on cookies. So will I do it? I guess it just depends on how much interest this video gets.
If you get a bunch of people saying, I want you to try that.
If a lot of people are interested, if a lot of people want me to order them, then yeah, I will, because they're 1 through 12 are totally different flavors. And so yeah, I would do it for you all if there was an interest in them. But I do not think these are $13 cookies. And let me just say this. These, if you're wondering about the weight of these are all, they say 4.5 ounces is what I think they all said. These are not as heavy as like a Crumble cookie. So I have to mention Crumble cookies in this video because we try them every Monday. And it just makes sense that I'm going to get people asking in the comments, how do you compare them to Crumble cookie? Because, and how do you compare them to other cookies you've had? These are not as heavy weight-wise as most Crumble cookies are. Therefore, all of the calories are going to be at the end of the video. I'm going to have pictures, calories, all the ingredients, all that at the end of this video. So if you're interested in something, just get ready to pause the video. But the calories aren't as high on these as Crumble because they don't weigh as much as Crumble. On average, I was looking at the average grams between this and the Crumble. Crumble, on average, they weigh more. And Crumble are more, they're more cookies.
Yeah. These are a lot of stuffing.
Stuffing, yeah. So if you are more interested in the ooey gooey stuff, then you'll probably really be crazy about these. And I love that too. But if you want more of a traditional cookie, then that's why you would want to go to Crumble. So that's the biggest difference there is these you cannot carry. These are no comparison to Crumble at all. You can't compare them. They're not equal because they're not the same. So that's the difference there.
Yeah. The only other thing I could think of is we've tried the Levain.
Levain
is like literally they've taken a big pan of cookie dough and they reach in with their hands and stick it on a pan and bake it. I mean, they're huge.
They're massive. Yeah, and they're delicious.
I think those are better than these.
I would, if I was to order from a cookie company, I would rather have the cookies from Levain Bakery in New York than I would these. Yeah. So for me, East Coast wins on this one. It's just.
And like I said, this company, I can't fault them, and they have the marketing down pat, and they know how to package things. I love the packaging.
I think they know how to manipulate.
They're very well sealed. The marketing hype and all that stuff, it's great, but the cookies don't quite match up to the hype.
Exactly. I agree. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've ever had any of these, let us know. Were you able to get a hold of that core collection? Because I think a lot of people, when they go to the website, somehow they're offered the core collection, and maybe it's because it was a different time of year than right now, because right now their big thing is this premium limited collection. That's why I had to pay a little bit more. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.